Hey guys, welcome back. As usual, this is the second time that I'm recording this video because it's always something happens. And basically what we've been looking at for a very long time now is at these levels that go up every $10,000. These key rounded levels starting at 10,000 and then 20,000 and 30,000 and 40,000 and 50,000. And that's what we've been pointing out for a long time. I have been showing how relevant these levels tend to be. And right now we are at the 30,000 level, and actually we've been stuck at this resistance for quite some time. So I'm still, I haven't changed my mind. What I said is that I think that when we eventually break above 30,000, and I mean clearly stay above 30,000, not just break above it and quickly come back down. When there's actually a clear break and hold above 30K, then I think the path is pretty clear up until 40,000. Not exactly clear. We're gonna have some resistances, but I think from 30,000 until 40,000, it's gonna be the next major resistance. Things could turn around anytime, and we could go into a downtrend or bear market. There's no way I can be sure of that. But as it stands right now, it's more likely that that we are gonna continue eventually. When we break above 30,000, it's more likely we are going to continue in the upside, and this is supported by the fact that, well, we've been doing higher highs and higher lows, so in technical analysis, continuation is always more likely than reversal. Looking at this view, which is exactly 1 year up until today, we're actually very close to the all-time highs in this period of time. Not the absolute all-time highs, but for the year, we are very close to the all-time high for the year. So we are closer to the top than to the bottom. So if I was doing the medium term, swing trading, I would be taking profit. I probably would have at some point near 30,000. I would have taken some profits. It's not my case, by the way. I'm not buying or selling. I've been holding for many years now. Yeah, I guess the advice to buy, sell, or hold, it's just going to be different from person to person. But if I was doing the swing trades, this would be a time to take profit, because we are, in the higher end here for the swing. If not, well, hold, I guess hold, because this is a continuation phase here. So, like I said, more probable. Continuation is usually more probable than reversal. So eventually, I expect the 30K to be broken in the upside, and then I'd say 40,000 is going to be the next major resistance. But we'll take it from there when this happens. So I'll show you what I have been doing all this time. I know I'm not very active on YouTube, but I'm actually very busy building for this YouTube channel. So let me show you here. So this is my free Telegram channel. Free Telegram group, and you might wanna join the group as well after I show you the bot here, or maybe not, but maybe. So like I was saying, this is the second time I'm recording this video. So I already sent all these messages to the bot to showcase what the bot can do. So I guess I'll just have to go over again. I won't be sending more messages to this group, but if I want to show something live, I'll just send messages to the bot privately so that I don't spam the free group here, because I spammed a lot when I was recording the video just before this very recording. So anyways, like I was saying, this bot is getting a little bit of traction now. People are starting to interact with it. So I wanted to show this specific prompt here by this one. So this is one of the last interactions that the bot got from someone here in the group. So I wanted to show this prompt because this is the perfect way to prompt the bot. It's very similar to ChatGPT because in fact it uses ChatGPT as the base underlying large language model. So there's the way you ask, it's going to matter a lot regarding the quality of the answer that you're going to get from the bot. And guys, this is not so like special to this bot or even to ChatGPT. If you were to ask a human, if you were to ask me, I would require you to also be specific, because if you are not specific, I won't know what you mean. I cannot read your mind. And I had this argument on my paid groups. If anyone is watching right now that belongs to my paid groups, I'm sure you know this. I used to have this argument a lot because people in the groups would say, "Hey Helga, please check this coin. Just check this chart of this coin." And sometimes maybe I don't even know the coin because I don't know every altcoin in the world. So I wouldn't even know the coin. The person wouldn't even tell me the ticker to look for it, to look for the coin on TradingView or anything. They would just say some weird name. They won't even tell me, what period to analyze. I don't know what you mean. And I used to have this argument all the time in my premium groups. So with the bot is the exact same thing. The bot needs to know the exact same thing that I need to know. If you ask me, I need to know the ticker, the period that you want to analyze, and the interval. It's not always mandatory. The interval will be set by the bot if the bot is smart enough to know what interval should be using. The interval is simply the candles, like in this case, because we're looking at the last 20 years of market data for the S&P 500. In this case, it's using the 1 month candles, the monthly candles. It just said, can you analyze the SPX chart of the last 20 years and tell if you see any patterns right now that could predict a recession. So this is a perfect prompt. Why? Because you're being specific in the data that the bot needs to fetch. So it's going to be the SPX, or call it S&P 500, call it SPX, call it whatever you want, so long as it's understandable in English, And then for the last 20 years of data, perfect, this is specific. And after you mention what data the bot needs to download, now you give the context. Tell me if you see any patterns right now that could predict a recession. This is the specific question this person wanted to ask, but this could be anything, so long as you give some context. After you're specific with the data, which is the ticker, and you see here, GSPC is the ticker for the S&P 500 from Yahoo Finance. So you see the bot is smart enough to know how to find the ticker on Yahoo Finance, whether you say SPX or you say S&P 500, you can call it whatever you want, so long as it makes sense. The bot will know the ticker for the Yahoo Finance, and then the 20 years, and then the bot was smart enough to fetch the monthly candles, because a smaller interval than this would have gotten internal errors, because it is way too much, too many data points. This is going to be here in the group, so if you are interested, just join the group and you can read it yourself. Just scroll up a little bit, and you can see here the questions that people have been asking the bot. So now let's do a little bit of so let's do this live. Actually, let me not spam the free group, but let me just do it with the bot privately. Where is this bot? What's the name of this bot? Here, CryptoAnalyzer. Okay, so here I can talk in private with the bot. So let's just say, remember, it's important you need to mention the bot. You will do this in the groups. You won't be able to do this one-on-one with the bot. I can only do it because I'm the owner, and I allow the bot to answer to my private messages, but it's not allowed to answer anyone else, just me. If you want to interact, you will have to do it inside the groups. So, and always remember to mention the bot. So if you just start typing the @ symbol like this in the group, you will see the name of the bot appear. But in this case, on private chats, it doesn't happen. So I'll just paste it here and I'll say, hi, what can you do? What can you do? So here's how I work. Language understanding. I am powered by ChatGPT, an advanced language model that can understand natural language. You can communicate with me just like you would with a human, using everyday language to ask questions and provide instructions. You can refer to the prompt examples provided below for guidance. Okay, data retrieval. If I already know the answer to your question from my pre-training data up to September 2021, I will provide a direct response. However, if the answer is not available in my pre-training data, I can access external sources, external data sources. I can fetch information from Yahoo Finance for any stock or asset by providing the stock name, so this is important, you see, by providing the stock name, the desired period, and the interval. I can also perform general internet searches using Google search. So you see, it always needs the bot needs to provide this data to Yahoo Finance. When it makes requests to Yahoo Finance, it needs to provide the name of the asset or the stock, which is the ticker, and then the period that you want to analyze. For example, the last 3 months, the last 6 months, the last 1 year. If you give a specific start and end date, it won't work. It will. It won't work. It will give errors. So always give a bit. By the way, I will be improving this so that you can also give specific dates. But for right now, you need to give a period of time. It can be 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 20 years, whatever, the maximum, and it will fetch the maximum as well. But for now, you need to give a period of time that you want to analyze. It doesn't work if you try to give some specific day in the past. It cannot set those parameters as it is right now in this version. What are the latest cryptos news? Okay, you can ask this because it can connect to the internet. And yeah, one thing I wanted to point out about this performing general internet searches using Google, it doesn't sound like it's anything amazing, but it actually is like infinitely better than using Google. Because when you search for something on Google, first you need to think about the keywords. You cannot make your search, your phrase super long, because Google search doesn't understand, natural language. It looks for keywords in the index. So you have to think about the words, and then not only that, the results that you're gonna get, the first top results are always ads or sponsored websites or this or that, and so you have to scroll down and then see what's relevant, see what's not. And so if you do the search through this bot, the CryptoAnalyzer, it will do all this for you. First, you don't need to think about keywords. You can just talk like you would talk to a human. You can just say whatever is in your mind, and it will be smart enough to know what the query needs to be for Google search. And then it will fetch, I think it is the first 5 Google pages, the first 5 pages for search results. I've done it myself. I wrote the code myself, but I can't remember now because it's getting quite long, so I can't remember exactly now. But I think it fetches the first 5 pages of Google, and it sits through every link, and it can see the little, snippet, the little description of the page. So it will know what are the most relevant results that you were asking for in your prompt. So it will, it filters things out for you, so you don't have to. What else? Next upgrades, adding the moving averages. Okay, so yeah, adding moving averages and MACD to the chart visuals. That's the first thing that I want to do, and I want to make this clear. Let me show you. If I say, okay, let's just use this prompt here. Using the weekly candles, So I'm just saying here, analyze the last 6 months of BTC using weekly candles and provide a report based on probabilities of what to expect for the short, medium term. Include advice on whether to buy, sell or hold. So you see, you can just ask whatever you want so long as you're specific and the bot knows what you want. And now, what? We've lost connection? Why? I don't have internet? All right, so you can see here that I asked for the last 6 months of BTC using the weekly candles, so this is what we've got. Actually, you know, I should have asked for daily candles. Let me do this again. Hopefully it's faster this time. Let me ask for daily candles. All right, so now we've got the daily candles, and as you can see, the horizontal lines are pretty accurate, but always at the highs. And this is because of the way they are calculated. They are very, very, very accurate, but as of right now, I am only calculating the highs. But if I was calculating both highs and lows, we would also get a line here. So I have to calibrate this. I have to calculate both highs and lows. So I'm happy with this, but what I wanted to say is that the bot, the artificial intelligence, does not get the data for these horizontal lines. It only gets the data for the closing price of every candle. In this case, these are daily candles, but if they are weekly or monthly, it only gets the closing price of that candle. So it gets the date and the corresponding candle. It does not know the horizontal levels as calculated by Python like this. It does not get the volume. It does not get the candles with the open, high, low, and close. It only gets the closing price of the candle. It doesn't even get the open, high, low, and close. So just have that into account. More things will be implemented. I'm literally implementing things almost on a daily basis or every second day. So actually we didn't even have visual charts on the first version of this bot. When I released this bot, I think like 2 weeks ago, maybe now, something like that. Or maybe maybe 2 weeks ago, we didn't even have the chart visuals. It would be only the text from ChatGPT here. We didn't have Google search either. So all these improvements I have been implementing every day. So I keep working on this every day. It's an ongoing project. So let's see what it said here about Bitcoin. BTC has experienced significant volatility over the past 6 months. It reached a high of almost 32 on July the 13th. Is this true? Let's see the high at 32 on July, yes, it sounds right here, July 13th. And a low of 20 on March 10th. You can cross-check this if it's true or not. I think it sounds right, but it could not be, maybe sometimes. Currently, it is trading at around 29.2, which, yes, sounds about right. Short term, next few weeks, there is a possibility of a short-term correction or consolidation as BTC has recently reached a high and may encounter resistance. So yeah, I would agree with this 100%. It is important to monitor the price action closely during this period. So basically, yeah, what I was saying before, it's at the highs right now for the last year or even for the last 6 months here. Medium term for the next few months, it says here the medium term outlook for BTC remains positive. The overall trend has been bullish with higher highs and higher lows, so very, very good. Even though it can only access price action data, I mean, it's spot on. It's higher highs and higher lows, so it's like it's looking at the chart. There is a possibility of BTC continuing its upward trajectory and potentially reaching new all-time highs. However, it is important to be cautious as the cryptocurrency market can be highly volatile. Yeah, this is a little bit generic. Advice. Based on the analysis, it is advisable to hold your BTC positions if you already own them. If you are considering buying BTC, it is recommended to wait for a potential pullback or consolidation before entering the position. So I have to agree completely with this advice, because it's what I was saying before. If you now we are at the highs. Whether you look at the last 6 months or at the last year, we are at the all-time high for this period of time. So you don't want to buy at the highs. You would ideally either wait for a correction or wait for a breakout. But I would probably be waiting for a correction, and maybe I wouldn't even buy if it breaks the high here. I would be waiting for a significant correction like this, because like I said, we are at the highs now for the swing. So it is crucial to set stop loss orders to manage risk effectively. Please note that cryptocurrency markets are highly unpredictable, and this analysis is based on historical data and probabilities. That's spot on. I actually like this disclaimer. I don't like it when it gives like just generic disclaimers all the time, but this is completely okay to say, because it really only has access to history, to price history data. It still doesn't have indicators or anything like that. And obviously, to make a really advanced technical analysis report, you need to look at more indicators. So anyways, it is always recommended to do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. So the more data I give to this bot, and when I pass the horizontal levels to the bot as well, so that it knows without having to, to try and calculate on its own. So I expect that it will be more accurate, and it will give less and less of these little disclaimers. The more data the bot has, the more it knows that the assessment, it is more likely, to be accurate. But as of right now, it doesn't have that much data to make technical analysis reports. You probably already know ChatGPT, what ChatGPT is, but if you don't know, it basically knows everything about the world up until September 2021. So you could ask any question related to technical analysis. You can ask how to use Fibonacci, retracement tools. You can ask for any technical analysis concept. Like, let's see. What are some interesting TA concepts? Interesting TA concepts. Okay. So there are several interesting technical analysis TA concepts that traders and analysts use to study price patterns and make predictions in the financial markets. So I'm not going to go over this, but you could ask any concept, any specific concept, any technical analysis for beginners, technical analysis for advanced trading. You can ask anything if the knowledge is not time sensitive, meaning that if the knowledge existed before September 2021, it knows. So this thing knows everything up until September 2021. So you can ask anything. Now, this bot is biased to stay focused on the topic of technical analysis and trading, especially in cryptocurrencies, because that's the way I have programmed it to stay within this topic. But it has knowledge on everything basically. So guys, I'll leave it here just to finish it up. Hopefully this is not more than 1 minute. Someone asked here on the free groups, and by the way, I will leave the link to the free group down below in this video. So this is here. So someone asked here, hey Helga, very interested in this kind of personal assistant. Years trying to organize my million bookmarks too. I didn't think anyone would be interested, but maybe it is actually more useful than I thought. This is a personal assistant that you see. It will keep it personal in all the interactions. You see, it knows my name, and I can say, hey, please add this to my bookmarks, and I drop a link, and hey, sure, Helga, I have added this link to your bookmarks. You can find it under the folder TV shows with the name blah blah blah. This is a Spanish show. Let me know if there's anything else I can assist you with. Okay, can you find me the bookmark for viral TikTok songs? This is a bookmark that I can never find. And plus on YouTube, there's 100 videos on YouTube with the same title and very similar thumbnail. So I can never find this exact music playlist, which I love. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna centralize all my bookmarks into a database that this assistant will manage for me. So I forget about the bookmarks on every browser because I use different browsers, so my bookmarks end up being mixed up and then I don't know where they are. So I decided I would do a database for my bookmarks that it would be managed by my personal assistant. And so look, I just pass the link. I just say, hey, here, add this to my bookmarks. I just pass the link and the AI is smart enough to know, because like I said, it knows every website in the internet, every public website, I should say, that existed before September 2021. It knows perfectly what website is this. It knows exactly what Spanish show is this. So I don't have to tell it. I don't have to create folders. I don't have to set up the name. I don't have to give descriptions. It knows. But if I want to, I can say it. I can, you know, so long as you use natural language, you can say whatever you want here. And it can find me any bookmark that I usually don't, I usually cannot find myself. So I did this, and so this Arthur was interested. So I will be making a separate video for this, showcasing my personal assistant, which is my second project. So I am right now working on these two projects, the CryptoAnalyzer bot and my personal assistant. And so some days I work on one, some days I work on the other one. And so this is the two things that I am busy with right now. And everything that the CryptoAnalyzer can do, my assistant can do. It can, you know, fetch market data from Yahoo Finance. It can make Google searches. It can also make GitHub searches the same way it does with Google search. And it can do everything that the CryptoAnalyzer can, and some more things. I was going to say way more things, but it's really maybe not way more things yet, but some more things. It can write to my personal files. The files that are stored on the server, of course. I'm not sharing any sensitive data with this bot because I'm still using the OpenAI API. So anything I send to the bot and everything you send to the bot, it can be seen. It will be stored at OpenAI servers. So I don't, I don't share any sensitive information or passwords or anything. But thanks to something that's called function calling, you can simulate. Like it can, the final result is that it can manipulate your personal files without you having to share any personal sensitive data with OpenAI. But yeah, like I said, that will be a second video. I'll leave it here, guys. Let me know what you think about these changes. I know I'm not that active on YouTube, and I'm changing some stuff for this channel. Like I'm bringing in, or I'm trying to bring in AI tools, artificial intelligence tools, but the main goal, what's always been my main goal really, since I've discovered all these AI tools, is to be able to integrate it with technical analysis, because really technical analysis is my personal expertise, is what I can do best. So I think it's pretty obvious, if you incorporate AI into whatever your expertise is, like you can leverage a lot. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, give me some feedback if you want on the comments, what you think about this in general. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.